Yo, hey folks, how's it going? It's Kevin, Big K Horror here, and I want to go on a rant real quick. Also, I just want to get some of y'all opinions, comments about something pertaining to something involving me, and something that I got myself into a conundrum. But I want to just to get some opinions, and also somebody I brought up to my therapist. But anyway, yes, there is something I watch a lot of, and I can't get enough of it. It's like, and I watch so much and much of it that I don't know if it's a good or bad thing or, whatever. So I'm going to proceed. But anyway, there are these two channels I watch. One's Bio Channel and the other is this channel called ID, Investigative Discovery. Now, some of you may know what that channel is, some of you may not. But it's a channel out there that has nothing but true crime shows. Now, there's so many shows on there, if I try to name all of them, my brain will disconnect. But there's so many shows. Everything from Very Bad Men, Deadly Women, Web of Lies, Stalk Someone's Watching, Evil Eye. See, my brain's already starting to do it. I can't even think of all the shows on there. But there's so many, Behind Mansion Walls. There's so many shows. But on Bio Channel, they have their shows: The Notorious, City Confidential. I Survived, which is one of my all-time favorite shows. It's so harrowing and so scary. That show has made me so paranoid of the world, which is exactly what this video is about. For those of you that know what I'm talking about with these channels that are all about these true crime shows, when I say true crime, I'm not talking about fucking CSI or SVU or, shows that are about crime but are dramatized and script written. No, I'm talking about actually true crimes that have really happened, and the people involving these real crimes are talking about it in a documentary. True crime shows, okay? That we got that covered. All right, moving on. All right, so these shows covering all of this. Okay, now I know a lot of people that know my channel. I talk about horror films and even some other videos about my mental illness with my paranoia shit and all the shit I've dealt with in my past or whatever. Anyway, I like horror movies, right? But I know those are just horror movies. They don't scare me. I'm desensitized to them, whatever. They're just like fun for me. Now, the point of this is I love my true crime shows. Everything from like the serial killer ones because they fascinate me. They scare me though. The serial killer ones just scare me. And also the other ones, everything from the home invasions to people getting kidnapped to, or even people getting killed within families for wills or fucking life insurance or whatever it may be that pertains to true crime, gang related, whatever. I don't know if like in the past few years if it's kind of sparked something in my head with making me more paranoid of the world. Now I'm on the quest right now with my mental health of, getting therapy and psychiatry, of trying to not be such a hermit, of, due to something that happened to me. I was physically attacked a couple of years ago to where it turned me into a hermit and scared of the world. But now I'm trying to eventually exercise again and do, things to where I'm a better person and make my way back out into the world. Anyway, but with that said, and put it to the side, I'm having a brain freeze there. I'm wondering if these shows, my therapist has even brought it up. She knows the horror movies don't get in my head and make me, paranoid or ruin my life. But do you think too much of the shows, and I'm asking people out there, and I know there's some of you people that watch ID, Investigative Discovery. Do you think too much of these shows make you more paranoid or ruin, like you going out in the world, venturing off to the grocery store, going into your car, going somewhere, do you think these can kind of program you to kind of view the world differently in a bad light? I kind of, I kind of see it doing that to me a little bit, making me a little bit more paranoid. But in the same way, tomato, I kind of see it making me a bit smarter, a bit more survivalistic, that's just the way I see it. And for people who do watch these shows on Investigative Discovery and even Bio Channel, which, if you know what I mean on Bio Channel, they have recently discovered they moved the shows on Bio Channel to Lifetime Movie Network. Because right now on Bio Channel, they have like cake fucking making wedding cake shows and house building shows. So, with that said, on Bio, usually it's Notorious and City Confidential and all these other shows. But anyway, on Killer Kids and all that kind of stuff, which are really good shows. But anyway, I mean, I'm wondering if it has had an effect on me of making me more paranoid, and I think it has. But at the same time, I think it's also kind of made me a better person. But I've noticed that when I have, went exercising outside, I do think, oh, when I cross these path of woods, someone's going to run out and hit me over the head with a hammer. Or, this car that's circling around me a bunch of times in the neighborhood is a serial killer going to try to shoot me with a gun or something. I don't know. Especially I'm in Florida, with all these stand your ground laws. Who knows? What's thinking, But anyway, you just don't know what people are thinking these days. And, when I go out, the grocery store, when I see people in the parking lot coming close to me, I go dark the other way. If I see someone needing help with something with like an arm brace on or something, I'm not going to, I'm not sound like an asshole, but, I know what not Jeffrey Dahmer, but Ted Bundy has done, wear the arm brace and try to, pretend to be like a helpless person, but really, he pretends to be a helpless person and then, whack someone. That's how I kind of project onto everyone. And I think it makes me a safer person, but then again, maybe it's making me a more paranoid person, but who knows? What are your opinions? And, do y'all, like the people who watch these shows, does it make y'all paranoid or maybe a more self-aware? Or, what's y'all's opinions? I'm just curious, but I will say this, I do think these shows make me a little bit more paranoid than horror movies ever did. Because they're real. This is real life, Horror movies are not real, So, anyway, just, food for thought. Tit for tat. Anyway, leave some comments. If there's any ID addicts out there, what are your favorite shows? Which ones y'all prefer? I'm kind of sick of the behind mansion walls or the rich people killing for money because that's kind of boring. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, I'm an ID addict and I just can't get enough of these shows, and I love the Bio Channel shows and all those. Anyway, yeah. Leave some comments. Peace.